Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024, signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And coming off of an offseason where Kirk Cousins was coming back from an Achilles injury, he thought that was going to be his biggest challenge. Instead, the Falcons drafted Michael Penix out of Washington in the first round. And while that was a jolt, Kirk Cousins has a great ability to just shake things off, move forward, and let his talents come through.
Cousins looking to put it up right away. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Play fake, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a prime.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Bradley Pena now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And that's really good field position they were given. Now, nothing's a gimme. We know that. But I know his goal, have the field goal kicker just stay on the bench. They want to put it in the end zone and get 6 out of this one. If they don't, I think it'll feel like a disappointment.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 36 yards. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Seven 0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They go play action. Cousins. That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Throwing, Cousins. That is caught. Fights through, and now a crease. Touchdown. Drake London, 40 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Herbert off of play action. Short throw to Disley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Herbert now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Second down and 3. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here, Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Ladd McConkey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Avery Williams now returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Atlanta regains possession of the football. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Cousins now. That's complete to Mooney. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
We got 4. We got 4.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, check.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Joey Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the posts. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They begin the drive with Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
We got chips over here. Chips over here.
Cousins. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got this down to the 35. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
First down, here's Cousins. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's stopped right there.
Robinson up the middle. Good footwork at the 30. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Herbert. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Ladd McConkey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Poona Ford the one to get to him and drop him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Cousins. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Cousins to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Cousins again. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Herbert on first down now. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. Oh, he shifts past him. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Joey Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Returnable here for Davis. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. Another run here with Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. On the give, it's Vidal. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the 1st half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Cousins on 1st down. Got London on the slant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
You got three down.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
We got 4.
Here's Cousins. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check. 53.
Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got this to Algier.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Handoff now to Robinson. Tackled by Christian Fulton.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Throwing, Cousins. Over the middle, it's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Charlie Warner taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and a yard. Play fake. Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1 is a perfect time to do it. You figure you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's go, defense.
Cousins now from the 50. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Robinson on a give right side. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. On the give, here's Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the red zone now, Cousins. Got an open man. It's McLeod. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Cousins now. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Cousins will try and throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And now look at him go.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. What a big 4th quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert. Again, that's Hurst. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On first down, it's Herbert. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Dobbins trying the left side. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. Touchdown, L.A. Gus Edwards, 42 yards. And the Chargers have regained the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete there to McLeod. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Play action now. Cousins. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
They go play action. Cousins. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Single. Come on, you want it.
Throwing is Cousins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
We got 3.
Now Cousins. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Cousins. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Cousins. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Algier from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Koo now for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A 10-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run once more with Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run with Vidal. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught. through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chargers. DJ Chark, 52 yards. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 7. 1:51 on the clock. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Cousins. London hauls this one in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Cousins. That's caught by Pitts. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Cousins to throw. Looking deep here for Mooney. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just kind of a wing and a prayer there. This ball's kind of up for grabs, but they're at a point where they have to live with that. And fortunately, this one winds up incomplete.
A big play looming on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Two timeouts still at their disposal. Here's a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He's back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Now 1st and goal.
Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd, carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And the touchdown capped off by the PAT, and that means that we are likely heading to overtime. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's 2nd down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to Palmer. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Herbert's throw taken in by Chark. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, 3rd down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in the overtime session. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They need a matching touchdown here to keep their hopes alive. Here's second down.
What can Cousins do in the OT? He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Deion Henley there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to...
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. That one good for 37 yards.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give them a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. His throw caught. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
And he's going to get into the end zone. They respond with a touchdown of their own. And now decision time. Down by 1 here at OT.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie the ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Each team's had it in overtime, so next score wins. Here's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd down and 1. Off the play fake, Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Herbert. That's caught by Palmer, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Check 53, smart. Hey, tight. Hey, alert 3.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage of game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
On second down, it's Edwards. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.